Hey guys, what's up? Sean here, and welcome to Elektrify Wrestling Podcast, episode 19.
Well, it's a 17.
No, this is not about that. This is about
Well,
other
yeah, but
stuff.
wasn't last week? Oh, okay.
No, this is those numbers are
Okay.
totally
Wow,
unrelated.
then I was confused.
Anyway, joined by
Scott as always.
which means you should check out the links in the description. This is available as a podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, and probably other places, including the Anchor Podcast app, which, if you use it, you can send us a voice message, which I will play on the show, and we'll answer your question during the Fabulous Question segment, which sometimes now has questions because we're doing this live. You can also catch this live on Wednesdays at like 4-ish.
4.
4-ish.
Aim for 4.
Ish. There sometimes are days like today where I have to
4:10.
set up graphics live in the moment, and it's very difficult. So today we're doing the regular show, recapping Raw and SmackDown, and then there will be a Greatest Royal Rumble prediction special, followed by later, I assume at some point, a Greatest Royal Rumble recap
Is
special,
Backlash next week?
followed by When the Hell is Backlash?
Yeah, it's next week.
Is it really?
Mhm.
We have to do this again next week?
Yeah,
The double show?
2 weeks Monday.
We've done a double show like 3 out of 4 weeks.
Well, that's WrestleMania's falls in the let's have the Greatest Royal Rumble, aka WrestleMania.
The greatest WrestleMania.
Yeah, pretty much.
The bestest WrestleMania that they ever did have. So we're doing WrestleMania. I really don't like the double show format. It's a pain in my ass. I don't have that much wrestling in me.
Like
in a row.
everyone thinks we're gonna get to like that period from like Mania to SummerSlam where nothing happens. We haven't got there yet.
Oh no, we're not going there. That period is not coming.
No, we got the greatest WrestleMania.
I mean, Ronda Rousey is like at house shows and shit or something.
Ronda Rousey's at everything now.
Yeah, I was
Like-
screaming at the TV thinking she was going to come out the other night, but like not thinking she was going to actually
Yeah.
come out. And then she actually came out, and part of me cried because she was helping Natalia. And I was like, oh my God, please stop. And feuding with Mickie James, which was also a dark take.
So she's now a full-time superstar.
Yeah, almost more full-time than Daniel B. Bryan.
So Raw is coming to Boston, just letting you know.
Yeah.
Meaning she has to be there if she was in like Greenwich, Connecticut the other day.
She probably won't be there, though. By then, by then they'll remember that Stephanie's mad at her and wanted to suspend her, and they'll get to that part.
No, because she has to fight Natty now. Come on, get the pattern.
No, she's going to team with Natty in a handicap match versus Mickie James. Well, Alexa Bliss eats the food of a homeless person with Nia Jax.
Oh, right. Yep, that's what I got. Yeah.
Or something. So I guess that means we should start recapping Raw, which means I have to stop looking at our beautiful faces because that's not helping me recap Raw. So the Raw button. Now we don't know if it worked, but we'll find out. It's going to be over here on the Twitch side. Anyway, Raw opened with the Bruno thing,
Yep.
which I felt like that happened already, but
Well, it happened on Wednesday of last week.
I guess it did. I felt like
so it felt like a long time ago.
Yeah, it felt like it had already been done. Like we'd already gone through this, but
Because we were like, do we want to say it? Whatever.
now I have a thing. This is really stupid for me to talk. Like, why are we getting bogged down in the Bruno tribute? But they're selling T-shirts.
Yeah, it says.
I can't imagine that they're giving the money to Bruno. So are we profiting off of the dead here?
Yes.
Just 100% profiting off of
They
the dead.
made an angle about Eddie dying, and you're really concerned about
Because
this?
the other day, I wanted to buy the Mower of Lawn shirt. And it was sold out. I was like, fuck.
Does that surprise you?
But then it came back on Monday. It was back.
okay.
But it's back ordered. So you had to like
So
wait.
did
till
you get
May.
it?
No. Because the Finn Balor shirt that I was going to get wasn't on sale. So then I looked and I was like, the Bruno shirt's not on sale. And I was like, those are like the only two shirts not on sale. So like we have to make full profit off of the dead people. And that's when I got mad.
I was going to say, Finn's not dead.
But the problem with ordering from WWEshop.com
Yeah.
is you have to pay $7 in shipping. And like the shirt was
True.
$15.
Yeah.
I felt like paying $7 in shipping for
Oh, you did the
$15.
2 for 30 thing. Okay.
It was like 40% off the shirt.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
pissing me off.
Well,
So I didn't buy it because
This
the
is
shipping.
how long you have to wait for each shirt to go on sale. It's so they come out and then you have to wait 3 weeks.
And I don't know if that
until-
Finn shirt's ever going to be on sale because it's like charity.
Yeah, it's special, so it might not be because
But,
they
like,
never had the.
The fine print said that they're donating 20% of the purchase price. So they gave me hope that the purchase price could change.
Right.
It didn't have to be the same.
No.
It didn't say 20% of the price.
Right.
It said of the purchase price, which could be anything. But like, you know, it was going to be $15 for Matt's shirt and then $27 for that plus $7 in shipping. I was like, It's a lot of money for shirts, folks.
Yeah, you can only buy shirts from there when there's deals.
And I really wanted the matte one. And
Ooh,
now I'm really worried it's going to be sold out again.
It is the greatest shirt of all time.
Yeah.
In all of space and time, sorry.
If it had been there on Thursday when that deal started, when I
Yeah.
first looked, I would have bought it that minute. Because I was buying it walking down the street. Because I was like, oh my God, it's on sale. And then I get there and they only had 5XL. And I was like, that would be a blanket. I don't think that's going to work for me. So, yeah, that wasn't
It's
helpful.
the highest selling shirt.
But I got hope that it came back.
Either it's the highest selling shirt or they didn't expect to sell that many.
No, you know how at the beginning they're 27 and then they
Yeah.
drop to like 25? I
Remember
feel
when they
like
were 25?
yeah, I feel like when they're 27, they only make 5 of them and then if
Yeah.
they sell, they make more.
I miss when they were cheaper.
Cuz I almost Thursday I would have bought the new Naya shirt plus the
Oh,
matte shirt.
oh
But I
God.
don't like that it doesn't say girls.
Right.
And it says irresistible force.
Yeah. That's,
Two things I'm not into.
That's even worse.
But I like the purple and white color scheme.
Right.
And I want to support Nia Jax's reign of terror so that she keeps the belt
Hey,
forever.
she did a dive.
She did, and she knocked everyone over. See, back if this had been like 4 months ago, right?
Yeah.
And she did that dive,
Yeah.
that would have been how she was taken out of the match. Like she would have concussed
Yeah.
herself.
And now it's just
Now
like
she wins.
No.
Bowling ball.
that, and this is how she took everyone out of the match for Ronda to show up.
And it was because she ate that food. So
Right.
the extra
Right.
blubber
She ate
was
the-
really
yeah.
part of the.
Poor Nia.
That segment was great, though. Anyway, speaking of not great segments, they kicked off the show
Oh,
with the worst thing ever. So Brock comes out with Paulie P. Heyman.
do you have to explain what happened? He just talked just like he always does.
Heyman said the same thing he always said.
Yeah.
Roman then came out
This was awful.
and seemed bored.
Yeah, he was pretty bored.
He said the same thing, except he couldn't say that Brock wasn't here tonight because he was.
Yeah.
So he had to like change it up slightly.
And then he left.
But the worst thing of this segment, do you know what the worst thing of the segment? Do you remember?
That they didn't hit each other?
No. When they cut to the clearly planted group of
Oh,
fans
yeah, that was
in
bad.
the first row,
Yeah.
there were like 10 people chanting Roman or whatever they were
Yeah.
saying. Clearly planted because nobody else in the arena was
Yeah.
chanting anything.
And you could hear them yeah, it was
yeah.
bad.
Like, you know,
Like, did you see Heyman look at him?
yeah.
He was like, what?
And like the camera went to them, which is already weird.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in promos.
All right.
But like it was planted because at least if the crowd was actually some chanting "Let's go Roman," there would have been other people chanting like "Fuck Roman."
Right.
Nobody was doing anything because they were asleep.
Yeah.
Those are the only 10 people in the arena who were still paying attention, which means they were paid to pay
They were
attention.
easily planted. You could just tell by the way they were dressed.
Just the way the camera happened, though.
Yeah.
Like it
They
hard
like, looked at them and they're like, yeah.
because sometimes when they zoom in on the crowd, it's one person. Kevin Dunn likes to
Yeah,
go on the
right.
one. That was clearly a 10-person cut, and it's like, how pathetic is it that you couldn't put the belt on this guy at Mania because he'd get booed? Now you want to put the belt on him again, but you had to plant people in the crowd to cheer for him. Like, is it time to just give it up? Like,
Don't worry. This is the time he could give it up because they have a replacement.
I mean, I have a shocking prediction for the Greatest Royal Rumble, but nonetheless.
I do too.
Also, theoretically,
Yeah.
this could be the last time we see Brock and Paul.
Could be,
Theoretically.
but doubt it.
It could be the last time we see Paul, especially.
Yeah.
Because technically, as far as the real rules go, he's not allowed in Saudi Arabia.
Yep, but he's going.
I don't know how that works, but but okay.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't get arrested
not
at the
allowed.
gate.
But he is going.
The whole thing with this,
Imagine if he didn't go.
I didn't think he would.
I'd cry.
Well, no.
Well, steel cage is okay.
I could have booked it perfectly fine. Roman should have annihilated Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Then he wouldn't have to go.
Right.
There would have been some heat to that segment rather than us all going to sleep.
Right.
It would have all made sense.
Correct. But it didn't.
And this is random, but have you been paying attention to like the pictures of the stage?
Yeah.
I don't like the creepy feeling I'm getting from like all the rich Saudis on Instagram just like fucking hanging around the arena tweeting pictures.
No.
I don't like this vibe. I
No.
feel like none of these guys are coming home. They're going to be kidnapped and forced to
I
perform
don't
the
think
Rumble.
Vince knows what Saudi Arabia is.
Obvious.
He's like, when Michael Cole's announced, he's like, make sure you say the kingdom.
Because it doesn't feel like WWE's running this show.
No.
Because they would never leak that many pictures of the stage.
No.
Also, did you know the stage is the stadium logo? If you look up the stadium logo, the stage is in the shape of the stadium logo. This is the weirdest shit. Also, I didn't know it was a 10-year deal.
Yeah.
Does that mean we're doing this every year for 10 years?
The Greatest Royal Rumble 2 next year.
Or are they going like multiple times a year? Like, are we going to be there every month? Like, I don't know. What the fuck?
I don't know.
And
that's why they're bringing Mark Henry to defend
I guess
him.
we can talk about it on the predictions, but I didn't like the way that Triple H has been selling the women not being in this.
No, it was bad.
I'm tired of
He
like,
sold it badly.
we're going to change the whole world all by ourselves with professional fucking wrestling.
By just going.
By going and collecting a bunch of money.
Supposedly, the Pro Wrestling Sheet, or Jerry Lawler, said the women are getting a lot of money from this.
I mean, they better.
I keep forgetting JR's calling the show, and I get really excited.
The only person
When
that
he doesn't know anyone's name.
I'm in support of in this whole endeavor is Kane, because he pulled out. It's the only person I support in the Greatest Royal Rumble endeavor, because he just said, you know what, actually, I'm not going to the Greatest Royal Rumble, because that would be a terrible idea. Hopefully, this desktop audio is muted. Good, because the YouTube stream was not muted, and that would have been bad. That would have caused an echo.
Very big echo.
But it didn't. So we're good.
You know...
Speaking of echoes, Elias sang a song, I think.
No, he didn't get to sing, actually.
Oh, well, he tried to sing.
Bobby Roode ruined it, jerk.
Oh, he was in the ring for a song, sorry.
Yeah, he said... What does he start with? Hello, I am
Hello, I am Elias. The WWE stand for.
No, he didn't get that
Walk
far.
with Elias. I got beat up and I died.
He didn't get that far, but Bobby Roode lost.
Yeah. I feel like Bobby Roode won in my brain, but apparently he didn't. Who won then that I didn't think should win this week? It must have been on SmackDown or something. There was some match where I was like, what? They won? Why? Like, what was the point?
Moving on.
Maybe we'll find it later in the show.
The greatest tag team of all space and time.
Yes. Took on the not greatest tag team in any space or time.
They're just the most fun tag team.
The Ascension.
Not the Ascension.
The Ascension is the most fun tag team.
What did they say they call themselves? They had like a name they said at the
Deleter of Worlds or something.
Yeah, thank you.
I think. Yeah. Which, not a great name.
They could just said like...
It's not great because Bray's never eaten any of the worlds he's claimed to have
he's
eaten.
a very bad world eater.
He's been eaten by the worlds.
Yeah. Or Nia.
He is the Sasha Banks of... I've decided it's the Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Like, Nia has surpassed Sasha on the pecking order.
Well, yeah, Nia's been champion for more than a week.
Yeah.
Nia's the greatest of all time.
She's got, like, what, the third longest title reign in the history of the Raw Women's Championship?
Well, yeah, because Alexa has the other two.
Yeah, well, it's like Alexa, Charlotte. It's going to be Nia.
It will be Nia.
Sasha's only had it for, like, 7 days.
Who's going to beat Nia?
Exactly. These are the things I've been asking for years. How do you beat that? Look at the blubber. It's just an immovable, irresistible force. But who's going to beat Nia? Unfortunately, I feel like Alexa. I feel like this is never ending. But on the other hand...
Maybe? But she's not a mean person. Though.
Shayna? She keeps it to like SummerSlam.
Ronda? Oh my god, your dream match.
No, it's not going to be Ronda because I think she probably wins it at Mania.
Because she couldn't.
And there's no way the main event of Mania is Nia versus Ronda, despite the fact that
you would pay $1 million to be there.
Not only would I do that, but I would buy 2 shirts and cut them in half and sew them together.
There you go.
And I could be there because it's in New York.
Yeah.
If they were the main event.
Well, technically, you could be at any of these.
But New York's easier.
It's the easiest, yeah.
Although it's outside.
It's New Jersey, technically.
Which makes it worse.
Yeah.
Downgrade for New Jersey. Also outside.
Cold.
Downgrade.
Cold.
Mania. Big downgrade.
But.
The worst.
But. If you got a front row seat, you might like be under the little umbrella that's over
Yeah,
the ring.
if I can guarantee it's the main event, like if they announce that ahead of time, like they did with Roman and Brock, then I'll only show up for that.
How much do you pay for this? Over
I'm not kidding.
2,000.
If they would let me pay extra to show up late, I would. Like, you don't have to come early.
Hey, can I just have the seat when they're okay? Cool.
Yeah, put me in the plant seat. You can plant the people there to cheer Roman, and then when they're done doing that,
Give me the Cena seat.
bring me out. Anyway, the Deleter of Worlds obviously beat the Ascension, because
Come on.
why would the Ascension be in a match? Much less
This match.
win.
Okay, so this match definition of how they like summed it up is a lot shorter than the match that actually happened.
There's like nothing here. There's like, there was a move and there was a 3 count. And,
He clapped for one of the guys doing a cartwheel.
I mean, that's great. And Bray's,
doing better.
yeah.
He didn't wear his thing this week. He took it off.
I thought his best segment was with Jeff a few weeks ago, but he's getting there.
Yeah.
Anyway, for some reason in kayfabe, all these superstars now have their own shows within the show.
Well, the Sammy and Kevin show was the first time it actually happened.
I know, but I hate shows.
I know you do. We talked about Miss TV last week.
I just don't like.
Which you got again.
Just cut a segment. Why do you have to do a show?
This was the most different one.
Because legitimately,
They sat down.
in kayfabe,
Yes.
what is the logic for there being a show during a show? Like, I guess in their logic, the 3 hours of Raw is like a week of real time. And so this is just airing like Thursday night at 4 with Kevin and Sammy.
I'd watch it.
It's like, you know, Ellen. It's just on
like
there. And then
Ellen.
Roman comes out to do the local news.
Oh, God.
Today's weather will be I'm boring. It might rain, perhaps.
On my yard.
Yeah. Don't plant flowers. They might make me excited. And I might have a passion. I peed over there on the dog. I hate him. I hate him so much. Apparently there was a mention of Jason Jordan. Somehow I missed that.
Sammy said he had 5 kids, and then Kevin said no, he has 6, and then he's like, no, check your notes, and then he's like, oh, Jason Jordan, I forgot, just like Kurt did.
So at the end of the day, this was just to book them in a random tag match.
Yeah,
They were going
and to
anywhere.
bring up that Kurt wants to beat him up, and Daniel Bryan wants to beat up, and Chris Jericho wants to beat him up.
Okay.
That's about it.
Also, Kurt turned like purple
He did turn purple.
during this segment. He looked like he was gonna die. So, not great.
All right, on to the...
I don't know what that was about though. Speaking of things, I don't know what they're about.
They're looking for an entourage.
Backstage, Seth Rollins talked to Dallas and Axel, who left The Miz, which is not true because The Miz left them. But anyway, that's how it's being played. They wanted to be in the Seth Entourage, and then that didn't happen, and that was it.
Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre had their first match.
That happened. They fought Titus Worldwide, so I was thrilled to watch this. Just couldn't.
Drew McIntyre was one of my very few highlights of the week. Not Dolph Ziggler.
I feel like the Jobber tag team division on Raw is just so large. and
You got Titus, you got the Ascension.
Tyler and Fandango.
They didn't make the show this week,
but like
after they won.
It wastes so much of my time on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Who did Tyler and Fandango fight last week?
The Bar. They beat the Bar.
The Bar. They should have been against the Deleter of Worlds.
Yeah, that's what you think.
That would have been way more fun. The
on
Ascension are not
SmackDown,
fun.
they said the Bar, if they win, they go back to Raw.
How does that work? That's not the rule.
The Raw tag team titles. So I guess if you win that...
So Raw was okay with having both the US and IC title. That was fine. SmackDown should just collect all the tag titles.
SmackDown and... What are the titles? The IC and US? If those win, they switch brands, the titles. Not the people.
Stupid.
Yep.
Wrong.
Moving on.
Well, guess what? They ain't winning.
Drew McIntyre was a highlight. He was good. Good job for him.
Dolph Ziggler was there, which is probably going to end up being not good in the end because that
might hurt Drew McIntyre.
That's pretty much how this always goes.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that this is going to be how Ziggler gets to the main event.
I can hilariously see Dolph Ziggler turning on Drew McIntyre and then dying a slow, pitiful death.
No, he'll win like the first 5.
And then he'll lose.
And he'll probably do low blows and roll-ups. Because that's like a Dolph thing to do.
Yeah, because he does the roll-up.
He'll have a new gimmick about not having gimmicks. which will be in itself a gimmick.
Yep.
He'll then get 7 new songs and then relinquish a title he didn't have. He'll just relinquish.
Like that happened before.
He'll just like give back like a watch. Be like, oh, I'm relinquishing this, Kurt. I'm leaving it here, and I'm gonna go, and I'll be back exactly next week, because reasons. Speaking of people we didn't need to see,
hey, leave Chad Gable alone.
no, Kurt Angle's back on the screen.
Okay.
For some reason,
Chad Gable was my favorite part of the entire week.
Chad Gable walks in, which guarantees that Jason Jordan and him are doing a thing. I feel like that is so happening now. Then, for some reason, Jinder Mahal happened, which he complained about Jeff Hardy.
I hate Jinder Mahal.
I know this was last week, but it feels like a month ago at this point that Jinder lost to Jeff. And, like, I don't care.
No.
I don't care at all.
But we get to see it again.
SmackDown was even worse with the Jinder-related activities.
Oh, as always.
A particular Jinder.
If you haven't noticed, SmackDown and Jinder, not a good combination.
Jinder would like to be traded to SmackDown, but that's not happening, says Kurt.
Thank God.
So then Gable and Jinder have a match.
Yep, and Chad Gable won.
I mean,
that's all I needed. Did you see? You didn't see it, right? Did you see the end?
I saw it in the sense that it was on the screen.
Did you see how bad Jinder was in the end?
Well, that's the thing.
Like he couldn't let Chad Gable do his flip.
I would argue that I stared at the screen this entire time. I saw none of it.
Okay.
It's like an invisible match.
So, like, they did the flip in the corner to do the pin, right? But, like, Jinder was holding Gable the wrong way, so he couldn't do the turn.
Oh.
And he was rolling him up. And, like, after the first count, Jinder just puts his legs up in the air while no one's holding him, and he gets pinned. I hope that this, like, losing streak of Jinder is the way to get him out of the main event scene-ish area. Yeah, you're wrong. Yeah. But I'd like You were very wrong.
I'd like it to be.
Who's Roman going to face?
Gable looked shocked, apparently.
It was great. I was so happy Chad Gable won. My favorite part. Okay, skip this guy with the Riot Squad.
The Ruby Riots happened. And then Dallas and Axel came back again.
They approached Finn Balor
to join the Balor Club, which now has no members.
Yeah.
Well, actually, wrong. It has everyone.
That is the new thing.
Except Roman, I hope.
That one?
Like, I don't want to be part of a club with a Roman in it. And I have to be in the club because everyone's in it. So, like, I don't get a choice. So right. I think as a democracy, we vote out Roman.
We have voted out Roman.
He's not an everyone. He's not a person. You don't count.
I'm voting out Jinder, too.
No, I vote Jinder in. We can only have one exile.
Okay, we get one exile. Yeah.
Because it's everyone. So if we're going to kick out one, we're already breaking the rules. We can't go twice. Yeah. That's right. Pushing it. I'm even letting Trump in.
Well, yeah, because Roman.
No, because I want to see Trump with a rainbow shirt.
Yeah. I've never seen him with a T-shirt.
Exactly. That's half the battle here.
I don't want to see him wear a T-shirt.
I want him. I mean, he must not have during the Raw thing.
Dude, he's never worn a T-shirt.
You would have thought during the Raw thing he would have got his own shirt. His own merch.
I feel like he did.
He had to
get a
have
Hall
merch.
of Fame shirt?
No, there definitely had to be like a Monday night Trump shirt when he bought the show.
Oh, remember that?
Yeah, there had to be.
Commercial free.
It was commercial free.
He sold it back after an hour.
It was commercial free, except when they went to the announce table and they read me commercials, which made it. No. Skittles! Taste the rainbow! Eat the rainbow! Jerky! Beef jerky! It's jerky beef! Mountain Dew! Dew that's on a mountain! I'm Jerry Lawler and I'm freaking out!
I'm so happy you knew it was Jerry. I was like, I always remember Jerry.
Speaking of things we forgot, Booker was back!
Oh, yeah. So I decided after this week
that he's the best.
You get rid of Michael Cole. You have Corey on one show.
Yeah.
And you do, like, Coach and Corey on one. Or Coach and Booker, because I think that'd be even funnier. They just ramble off.
I just fire Byron.
Deal. But I'm saying we just have Booker on TV always.
Yeah. No, he's the best.
I think we get rid of either...
I mean, he's the worst.
Yeah, but he's the best. Right?
Like, when Coach is bad, it's just awful.
Right. When Booker's bad, you laugh.
Because it just doesn't make any sense.
When Cole's bad, I Like
Use the TV.
Booker hurts my head when he talks, but like it's tremendous pain.
Baron Corbin's like, I like this guy. He knows how to beat people up. Good.
This Jason Jordan. I hate Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan is the best wrestler I ever seen. You just said you hated him. No. I love Jason. I want him for mayor of Houston.
My favorite part is when Corey makes the comment. Like, what? No.
I, in general, have said I don't like Corey.
Yeah.
I like Corey in two situations specifically. When he's yelling at Booker and when he's yelling at Michael about the Woken universe.
Yes, that is fun.
Specifically about the Woken universe. I kind of hate...
It's a weekly basis.
I kind of hate any other time he's, like, on someone's side, like, against Elias or, like, with... Because it just doesn't make any sense.
He's not a heel announcer.
No, he's like every announcer. I don't know. He just changes his mind. Which
different.
I guess is fine if he's going to have, like, his own opinions. But then he can't shit on Booker for hating Jason Jordan. Which would be tragic.
Yeah, let's keep
the fact that we're not deleting Michael Cole right now is kind of upsetting, though.
Well, he's on his journey to gold or whatever it's called.
Procure!
Also, when they do their entrance and he's staring into the lantern, it's my favorite thing in the world. He's like, ooh.
On, when Felger and Maz came back from break the other day, they were playing Matt's song.
With the words?
Yeah, the very beginning. The very, very beginning, and then it like looped to the end.
Oh man.
Anyway, I don't know what are we talking about?
We're
the Balor Club. He didn't let them too sweet. Blah 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 happened. Backstage, Kevin and Sammy happened. Samoa Joe wants to fight Lesnar. Rips Roman. I don't know, something about a pre-tape segment I probably skipped. Sammy and Kevin versus Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman.
This was the Strauss show.
I mean, this was a match that happened.
Did you not watch him run over Kevin Owens 3 times?
No, but like this was one of those parts where I was like, I thought we were building to the Rumble or the back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What the hell was this?
Yeah, it's a little confusing.
But like, where is Bob? What is Bobby doing?
Bobby? I have no idea.
Like he's just like here,
yeah,
just randomly.
Like with Bobby Lashley, I'm like, oh, he's here.
Because like at first, who did he fight?
He was
he beat up Elias.
Yep, and then he was in the 10-man.
Yeah.
No.
Like you thought there was an Elias feud happening.
Yeah.
Clearly not.
No.
Because they did. Who did they?
Him and Bobby Roode.
Who did they? Yeah, I was gonna say they did something different instead.
He's lost.
I don't know.
But did you watch Braun run over Kevin?
Yes.
Were you not entertained?
I mean, but that's the thing.
Can he be any more over? Is it possible?
See, we're gonna get it. This is gonna become a thing for us, but we're gonna have to put Braun on the like scale of 1 to Bray.
What?
Because he's getting there. Like Sasha has become Bray.
Okay.
Nia has unbrayed. She's post Bray.
That gives hope.
Yeah. She's post Bray.
But Braun's not at Bray yet because he still wins and gets cheered.
But he's going to Bray.
Yeah, he's turning. Yeah.
Because he's in nothing that matters.
Right.
And he talks a bunch of shit and does a bunch of cool stuff that doesn't lead anywhere. Which is definitely a Bray thing. Bray cuts these awesome, like, weird promos. And then, like, is in a tag match. Which is why, like, everyone's excited when him winning the tag titles. I'm like, this is a downgrade. He was WWE champion. Matt Hardy should unify the titles. For Christ's sake, Matt Hardy should have every belt.
I want him to make new belts.
His expedition here.
The Expedition of Gold.
Better procure every belt. There's no end to this.
Can we agree that we want custom broken belts?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they have those tag team? I know Jeff had a belt. Have you ever seen Jeff's belt? It's the ugliest thing of all time.
Does that surprise you?
No.
You've seen the cardboard.
It's literally his
gravestones.
painting. All right, look it up.
No, we don't have time.
You can look up Jeff's belt real quick.
No, we're moving on. We'll look it up in between episodes or something.
That's fair.
Anyway, we go to replay.
Yeah,
something happened. Okay, No Way Jose comes out and
Baron
dances.
Corbin beat him up.
Baron Corbin beat him up. Let me write down Jeff belt. So we'll never forget now. Hashtag never forget. Yeah, okay.
Just skip that.
No Way Jose got beat up. So that was great.
Then
awesome.
we got your favorite PS.
The best. Okay. This is the best and worst thing that's ever happened. Alexa cutting an anti-bullying PSA
where she talks about how Nia ripped a burrito bowl away from a homeless lady and ate it in front of her while laughing because blubber, I guess. She'll never forget the sound of Nia chewing and laughing. Alexa will win.
Do they not work for Be a Star anymore?
I'm curious. Because I swear to God, I may be misremembering this, but I swear to God they went to commercial break after this, immediately into John Cena and Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, they did.
It's like, cool.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing now. It's hilarious, but like, not like most girls.
No.
That was a slogan.
No.
Now it's the bad part.
Did Alexa wrestle?
Never.
In that tag team match. Did she ever go in? Oh, well.
I have no idea. Well, it was a great segment.
I skipped it, and then I had to watch it because I was like, oh, I didn't even...
No, I didn't know it was happening. I thought it was real at the beginning.
Yeah, I thought Alexa Bliss was talking about real thing.
I thought it was going to be a Star.
Yeah.
And then
it was the
food
opposite.
The food happened, and I was like, oh. Speaking of being stars,
also
what else?
very exact food burrito bowl. Just saying. Could have said sandwich.
Well, you would have thought Nia would feel like a triple cheeseburger.
Yeah, they didn't go.
Burrito bowl was kind of healthy.
Yeah, they stayed a little healthy.
All things considered. And why would you give a homeless lady a burrito bowl?
I don't know.
I feel like that's over the top.
Homeless old lady.
I know. Why didn't they just like buy her a house?
Oh, did you see that Bray is trying to get Bo Dallas and Kurt Axel?
To delete them?
Yeah, he's gonna bring him in to get deleted.
I mean, he should delete the Ascension.
No, he shouldn't delete anyone. Matt should.
No, he has to finally get.
He has to bring them to them.
He has to eat them.
Oh, right, Eater of Worlds.
Or eat. He should eat the fashion files like a DVD. It's their world, so he should eat it. Oh my God, make him a fashion in the net. Oh, Matt, I'm talking to you, Matt, directly into the camera. You need to make a cake for Bray for the next Delete episode at your compound that says fashion files, and he can eat their world. And like have them tied to a chair where they have to watch him eat their world.
Why would actually that'd be the greatest thing ever.
He should also do it on a lawnmower.
Imagine if
for no
the
reason.
next deletion was the Breezango versus
No, it should be like the tag team one from TNA, where like all the tag team, but only with the jobber tag teams from Raw. Titus Worldwide, Ascension, Fandango, like just the worst of the worst.
Think of an old one too. They have to toss that old one in there.
Who would it be?
Deuce and Domino. I'd pick them.
No, the Highlanders.
Ew, I wouldn't remember them.
Exactly. They are so random.
But I just want Deuce and Domino.
Actually, if you could get Simon Gotch back up in here, that's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Just Simon Gotch. Don't even bring Aiden. Just Simon Gotch and boo him mercilessly for existing.
I hate Simon Gotch as well.
Like, Rebby should follow him around the compound booing him with a trumpet. Just right in his face.
With a trumpet.
Simon Gotch.
All right.
Bo Dallas Chris Axis fought Finn. This is what I'm talking about with the show being directionless and pointless.
These two, Finn and Seth are like just here.
Like what?
Nothing's changing.
Nothing. This whole.
It's Roman's fault.
Anyway, obviously Finn and Seth defeated the Miz Taraj.
Yep.
I don't know what to call them anymore. And that ended. So, on the bright side,
this was so long.
That got us to the greatest not good thing that ever happened.
Dive.
The women's greatest Royal Rumble, tag match. The main event of the evening, where they just took all the women and were like, see, Saudi Arabia?
We care.
Yeah. In 5 years, we'll have the women there,
But
too.
how about that dive?
How about that dive?
That was the best part. Until...
Of course it was the best part. Nia was in it.
I don't remember anything else either. So.
No, look, I was literally yelling at the TV. You can ask people who are sitting around me. I was like, Ronda's coming from like the beginning of this match. Because Natalya was in it.
Yeah.
But when she started selling, first of all.
Oh, not Ronda, Natalya's leg?
Yeah. First of all, fucking, who was it?
Sarah Logan.
sucks. Hit her like in the back practically. Like
bad.
missed their knee like entirely.
Yeah, I don't know how she missed.
It was not like the Roman Miz one that was tremendous.
Oh my God.
Calling it out again. Move of the decade. It was not like that at all. But then my least favorite thing ever. She rolls out of the ring, right?
Yep.
The doctor and the ref come to check on her.
Sasha's checking on her.
No, but they're not looking at her knee. She's like holding her knee, like they're just like crouched next to her, like. Like usually they put people on stretchers and all. They're just like, and I was like, oh, so Ronda's coming, like for real.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what was happening in the ring. Mickey was like taunting or something about
Mickey
this.
kicked her. Remember, she got up and then kicked her in the back of the head, and then Ronda showed up.
But, first of all, I don't get why the chop block is considered like bad.
Oh yeah.
Like I get how it could hurt you, but like they're like, oh, they did a chop. That's not legal.
Dirty, yeah.
Pretty sure it is legal.
Yeah.
Pretty sure there's never been a problem with that. Second of all, why Ronda came out to assist Natalya, because Natalya got hurt in a match. It's not like she was getting beat up randomly. It was a match.
Right, she cared about her friend though.
Also, Ronda, first ever time she got DQ'd.
She didn't get DQ'd.
She did. Interfered in the match.
Well, yeah, but she didn't get DQ'd. She DQ'd them.
That's her fault. It's on her permanent record.
No, winners via DQ. Alexa Bliss, Mickey James, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Ruby Riott.
Loser via DQ. Ronda Rousey. Exclusive.
Nia lost because of Ronda.
Of course she did.
Rivalry.
On the bright side, Nia losing means that the heels won.
And Ronda killed.
Which means reverse momentum.
And Ronda killed Mickey.
So is Ronda going to be on the Backlash?
They say she might fight Mickey at Backlash.
I don't want to see that, but anyway.
Well, she's going to fight Mickey, I'm pretty sure.
I really don't want to.
She's going to fight Mickey in Europe.
There are things I don't want to see, and that's one of them.
Yeah. I don't want to see Mickey wrestle at all, but...
Overall, I thought Raw was terrible. Directionless nonsense.
Considering my two favorite parts involved Chad Gable and Drew McIntyre, who were just
My favorite part was an anti-bullying PSA that called Nia blubbery because she stole food from a homeless lady.
That's
a low bar. A low bar. Yeah. And we spent most of this recap not talking about Raw.
Right.
That's not a good sign.
Chad Gable, though. That's it.
That's a tough sell.
I mean...
Jinder Mahal was there.
Exactly.
Like, he's like in Harry Potter when they have the cloak that makes him invisible, except he makes the whole match invisible. And I just stare at the screen and I'm like, Chad Cohn. John Cohn. I don't even know the refs' names anymore.
Nicholas Cohn.
I wonder what Booker's saying. Like, that's literally all I have.
Let's get through SmackDown Live. We got
to Smack
the greatest.
Diddle It Down. We do have the greatest. Smack Diddle It Down came live to you from the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky.
I'm happy that's in Kentucky.
It was the go home for the greatest WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia.
This wasn't a very good go home week because they didn't know it was a go home.
Yeah, no one went home.
No, but
Miz, that's because they went home at Mania for Rumble.
The Miz came home.
The Miz came home, and he talked way too much about his kid.
Oh, big cash show.
And he talked about Daniel's kid. And he promoted his reality show that's coming to USA.
And then big cash.
And it made me consider the fact that what happens if they leave USA? That's going to be awkward. Anyway, he's getting a new show like right now. Also, I don't think we discussed John Cena and Nikki Bella. But he didn't mention it, and I was upset.
No, he could have bullied them like he was. I won.
That was upsetting.
He did win the battle.
Considering that's going to be part of Total Bellas and Total Divas, it seems fair ground.
If you think about it, like
SmackDown.
all the skits, he nailed it.
Yeah,
he was right on.
I still blame whatever Bella, Nikki, stupid.
What are you blaming?
Because she knew all this ahead of time.
Oh yeah, I'm not blaming Cena. Not at all.
Everyone else does, and I blame Cena for being a weirdo. He's weird.
He is a weird dude.
Like, totally weird. And I kind of blame her for ever being with a weird guy.
Yeah.
Because it was like, he's weird from the start, man.
It's not a very, yeah.
Like, it's not even about the married and the kids things. It's like, he's just weird.
Which is weird, because all he does is see kids. Or make a wish.
He's made too many wishes.
Like 500 now.
I know. And I'm not going to say what I'm going to say, but moving on. Get us banned from the internet.
Big Cass.
Big Cass ate Daniel. And instead of Daniel, we got Big Cass. Big Cass cut a promo
Sounded like every other big Cass promo.
I did laugh when they said, "I'm 7 feet tall in the whole entire crowd, and you can't teach that." They didn't like that.
It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, because anytime I see him, I think Enzo, Enzo, Enzo.
Well, he just should never say the 7 feet tall thing.
No, especially because he's actually 6'9".
Did you know? This is random, but Ty Dillinger is not on TV because they don't like the 10 chants.
I did know that.
Or Vince doesn't like them.
Yeah, I did know that.
Nobody else.
Poor guy.
Nobody else cares. But, like, so shouldn't Cass be off the show because they don't like the Enzo chants? I mean, that's way worse than 10. It's way worse. Like, I feel like Cass should be removed.
10 doesn't mean anything.
Also, I guess Cass came out without his suit to establish that he was beating up Daniel.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to watch him get dressed.
No, me either.
I didn't need that.
I was like, why do you have to put the watch on?
On the bright side, the show didn't start with Shane McMahon in the ring, so...
We didn't even see him.
No, we saw his office, though.
We get to see him on Friday. He got added.
He's in it?
He got added to the greatest Royal Rumble.
Get diverticulitis and another hernia, please. And then have to stay in Saudi Arabia forever.
Just move ahead from Daniel. We just talked about it.
Daniel's on the ground. Oh, God, the fucking iconic icons of fucking awfulness.
They have to be the most annoying human beings of all time.
It's like, I get that their whole thing is supposed to be annoying.
Yeah.
Like, they're not trying to be good actors.
Right.
And it's supposed to be bad. Yeah. But, like, the crowd wasn't paying attention.
No.
Like, I'm watching the crowd. They're like... They look like they were at, like, a baseball game in Oakland. And that's not a compliment.
No.
For those of you who don't know about baseball in Oakland.
Not good.
That's not where you want to be.
Just listen to Oakland.
Also, random fact, but I find female Australian accents to be the worst.
Because they're...
Specifically female. I have no problem with male Australian accents.
I don't know the male ones. The male ones are funnier. The female ones are pretty bad.
It's bad. It's extra bad.
Yeah.
I feel like everything they say is more annoying.
How do you find 2 of them?
Why did you find 2 of them? Like, when I found 2, I'd be like, okay, fire one.
Is it me or is Billy Kay really weird looking?
Which one's Billy Kay?
She's the one that...
Brown? What, do they have to call different color hair? I don't know.
I don't think they do. Though she's the non-pink one. Like their ring gear, she wears the black thing.
She's the one who talks more?
Yeah.
One of them talks more.
Yeah, it's her.
Okay.
She's like a bird.
One of them never stops. So
get to the match.
I don't really know what they said.
They just made fun of Becky.
Yeah. So in Asuka's debut on SmackDown,
she lost.
Not only did she lose, she was in a tag match with Becky Lynch and the Iconics.
I mean, I'm not gonna say bad.
And everyone, this was announced pre-SmackDown.
Yeah.
And everyone thought it was going to be the main event to set up women's titles. Because they keep the WWE.com article where they're like, Paige should introduce women's tag titles.
Yeah. That didn't happen.
No, and it wasn't even close to the main event.
No.
It was some throwaway match in the middle of the show.
Yep, the Iconics one.
Was Paige even there?
No, Paige and Shane weren't there.
That's weird.
But Paige was there, and Shane was there, but they weren't actually there.
Where were they?
Saudi Arabia.
Paige isn't allowed.
Can Stephanie go to Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, as long as Vince is with her at all times, I guess. You have to be with your father.
That's true.
So, or her husband. She's got triple.
Right. All right, moving on.
It's a weird situation.
It's the greatest Royal Rumble.
It's not going to be great.
It's 50 people. It's going to be the longest.
I wish I could watch it live because I would love to live react to the greatest Royal Rumble. But I don't think I'm going to. Well, I could, maybe.
You're having a tough time with this decision.
I teach jujitsu at that time. I'm sorry. I didn't know there was going to be a fucking Saudi Arabia Rumble. Anyway, what happened? Oh, this is when we went to Shane's office where Shane was not.
Right.
This segment confused me because originally Renee said, AJ, you're in a tag match against Aiden English and Rusev. And that, or no, against Nakamura and Rusev.
And his, guys.
And then AJ said, it's going to be a 6-man tag. And I was like, wait, who the fuck is the 6th man? And I was like, oh, she meant Rusev Day, which is apparently a thing.
Yep.
To me, Rusev Day is Rusev.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know who Aiden English is, but that's okay. And then he's like, oh, my partners will be too sweet. And I was like, oh, these poor fucks. We're doing this again. This is going to happen today and then be forgotten again for months and then randomly happen again. Valor Club just became for everyone, and it lost its only 2 actual members. Vince was like, I hate everyone. Roman's not allowed. Rainbows scare me. Too many colors. I bet. Vince is definitely scared of rainbows.
Vince is scared of a lot of things.
And I don't mean what the rainbow is. I mean, he's just scared. He's like,
he only loves big dogs.
Too many colors.
He must be a big fan of Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah, it's one color, and it's the color of Raw. He's doing great. Too many colors is a problem.
Oh, please skip the Usos and Naomi. I can't do it.
Basically, Naomi should not interfere, says
Naomi's a cheater.
Whatever Uso is the Uso.
She cheated Eric Rowan out of a win.
No, she felt the glow. When you feel the glow,
yeah,
you just have to glow.
That's actually my exact thing. I said the Bludgeons weren't feeling the glow. That's why they lost.
Yeah. No, once you feel it, you got to feel it.
Yeah.
You can't stop feeling the glow. Yeah. The glow's happening whether you like it or not.
They lost. Okay. No, I mean on greatest.
They did not lose. Rowan lost.
Oos.
Not any other name. Back to the icons for 1 second.
How was Rowan better?
The icons, it was annoying me during the match. Yeah. They kept saying their first and last name every time.
Oh, yeah.
They need to become like Harper and Rowan. Just cut one of their names off.
Do you know they're now spelling Iconics with 2 I's?
Did you know Apollo got his last name back?
I did know that.
We're done with school shooters, I guess.
Yes, they got over it.
Well, it didn't make any sense.
No, because it was spelled differently.
Also, he's clearly not the guy. Like, does everyone with the name, like, Cruz or whatever the fuck
his name was Nicholas.
Like,
just saying.
Oh my god, there was a tag champ named Nicholas. Fuck.
That's why they had to strip him.
Do you imagine? Vince Googles Nicholas. Like,
oh no!
All right, Santa Claus, good.
I think it was Nicholas. I don't know. Doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't. Anyway, still to come, Rusev Day.
Oh god.
Then we had a contract signing.
How does SmackDown feel longer than Raw?
Why was there a contract signing on the Not Go Home?
Because this is for Backlash. I don't know.
It confused me. But then I was like, oh, it's because the women can't go to the Rumble.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think... Did Carmella ever manage to sign this?
No, they just smashed her face off the thing. And did you see she pushed the table onto Carmella's head?
Yeah. What happens if Carmella never signs it?
It never matters. They don't always both sign it. That's
like in kayfabe, there's no match.
Right.
But also, you have an automatic rematch clause. So I don't really feel like it's up to her to sign it or not sign it.
True.
It's like cashing in Money in the Bank, which she would know something about.
I don't know why they have them at all.
I don't know why Carmella has the belt. I'd like to think that her days are numbered.
They are.
I mean, so far, she's doing better than Sasha. She survived a week or 2.
Yeah, she's already the longer reigning champion.
Yeah.
So that's all I could take out of this. Good for her.
Somebody named Dasha knocked on Shinsuke's door.
But Aiden English answers.
Why are there 2? Renee was here too. The fuck are we doing?
Was Charlie Caruso there too? There's 3 of them.
There's too many.
Are
any of them on Raw?
Renee was.
Because Kurt Angle does all the backstage segments. He really does.
He does.
SmackDown, neither of their authority figures were there. Kurt's in like 6 segments.
Renee had to do the contract signing.
Yeah. Where were the authority figures? Shouldn't Paige be doing the women's contracts?
They said Shane was there.
Paige got kicked off the show because Saudi Arabia. Just accusing them.
Shelton Benjamin versus Randy Orton 2008 on Raw.
Well, Jeff was coming to Gorilla, and then Randy...
He was limping.
Randy Gorilla'd him. Or Jeff'd him.
Yeah.
Hardied him? What do you call it when you do that?
And then
no, it's Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
When he wanted to play his music, and it wasn't his music.
Sunil Singh showed up.
That's... Okay. I gotta get this in my head. That's a different one than the one that was on Raw?
No, that's the same one.
Same one.
Yeah.
So the injured one's still not back.
Right. He tore his ACL.
Because in my head, it had to be the injured one.
No.
Because he didn't get drafted.
Right.
So no.
No, he just showed up in a mask. And
why?
Because they're fighting.
I know, yes, but why? Why are they still fighting?
At the Greatest Royal Rumble?
Period.
He took out Jeff.
But, like, he was there, like, Randy was involved.
It wasn't about Randy.
But it kind of was about
Randy. It worked out to be about Randy.
No, everything with Jinder is about Randy. They have a blood feud. You remember the Cena versus Randy days. We have repeated them with Jinder.
I'd much rather the Cena versus Randy days.
Randy gets obsessed with people.
Yeah.
The voice is in his head.
They talk to him.
Help me! That's, I swear to God, the song is
Shelton Benjamin won.
Shelton getting prominent matches ever since they got rid of the little ant.
Chad Gable won too, just saying.
Jinder. Oh my God, it's all tied together! This whole thing was still tied together! Why do they do this? Why do they make me do this?
And you think they don't tell stories.
I hate wrestling. TNA, I heard, had a good pay-per-view.
Yeah, they did, and then they ruined it with tapings.
Well,
I don't care if you watch TNA. Austin Aries won the title back.
That's not ruining it. That's WWEing it.
No, that's TNAing it because they do that every time. They do something good.
Hogan will have the belt in a few weeks. It's fine.
But like they
just be thankful he didn't come back to the tapings immediately.
That would have been even more TNA.
How he hasn't debuted to defeat Bobby Lashley, I don't know. I feel like that's coming. Anyway,
no, he's gonna beat Roman.
Oh, we're Daniel. Wait.
No.
Oh God,
no,
I missed
continue.
a lot. No, the New Day happened. Something happened. I don't care. Then AJ was backstage and they had a club hang.
Too sweet.
Daniel then was talking to Renee because Renee's back and says he'll be doing great at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Backlash.
And says Cass sucks.
He's fighting Cass at Backlash.
I don't know why, but okay.
Hey, just remember, everyone wanted Daniel Bryan back so he could fight Big Cass.
That was it. They had to get that AJ match out of the way on SmackDown so they could go right into this Big Cass feud.
Right, Shinsuke has new music.
Hot. Oh God, it was bad, I thought.
That's the point.
No, but like, it was disturbing.
Oh, the like Japanese yelling?
Because it didn't seem like a song. It sounded like they were in an alleyway and they recorded some dude being mad on the phone. And I was like, what's happening?
Not wrong.
Do you see the music video?
Yeah.
That's frightening as anything.
I don't know why there's a music video.
I don't either. And
So I thought the change was just a guitar. Like they added a guitar to it. And then the guy started singing. I was like, oh God.
Who was I talking about? It happened on Raw. Oh, we weren't talking. It wasn't on any show. We were talking about the Colognes, a.k.a. the Shining Stars of Puerto Rico. And they have two different songs for when they're heel and face. And then I said, I wonder if they record, if there are two different versions of everyone's song for that purpose. And then it happened with Shinsuke, like the day after I had this conversation. I was like, maybe there are two. But then nobody else gets that treatment.
Well,
like, what is Roman's when he turns heel? Like, is it even more?
They could change his.
Is it even more annoying?
They don't change Braun's because everyone loves his.
His, he shouldn't yell.
Like
at the beginning, it shouldn't be when he's
heel.
Like it should be silent.
Well, yeah. I feel like if you go from heel to face, they don't change the song. But if you go the other way, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Like if Bobby Roode changes, he has to change the song.
Because some songs work. Yeah.
Because Shinsuke changing his was smart because.
Well, Bobby was heel for a long time with a song that people sung.
Well, that was started out that way, and because they didn't. I don't think Triple H went in and be like, "Oh yeah, they'll sing this."
They're gonna have to get rid of Rusev Day to turn him heel.
He is heel.
But the song's too catchy. Can't be.
It's not the song.
Well, it's Aiden singing. Yeah, he's gonna have to sing something else.
Yeah, he raps now.
Just sing Shinsuke's song. It's terrifying and awful.
I thought it was a great switch only because.
Well, I'm happy it didn't happen at Mania.
If
he came out to that at Mania, I would have been like, what is happening? The guy would have been on the stage having a stroke.
He's mean now. So,
moral of this match was it's the same match that's been happening since before Mania.
Yeah, but with Finn last time.
Yeah. But it's the same, like...
And The Miz.
Rusev is some reason still in this feud. He randomly got thrown in at Fastlane where he fought Shinsuke on a moment's notice, and now it just keeps going.
Yeah.
And
now he's teaming with him.
And then he's going to fight The Undertaker in a casket match, which he seems not concerned about at all.
No, not even a little.
There should have been some segments about that.
I can't wait till Aiden English sings to The Undertaker.
But, like, there's no build to that at all.
No.
And I get that this is like a house show.
Yeah.
But, like, could have been a little build. Just a smidge. Like,
consider they show it.
I don't know. The New Day had pancakes. We could have cut that. We didn't need that. There could have been a little lightning strike in a casket.
Well, they have like a heart attack if the New Day's not on TV.
So, okay, I'll go back. Cut everything that had Randy in it. Or cut Jeff. Or Dana Jasha. Or Renee in the table. Or Naomi. There's a lot of places I could have made room. But
Shinsuke won.
Shinsuke did the same thing he does every week.
And then he low-blowed AJ.
Wow, new.
Hey, you know what was new? Carl Anderson saved AJ Styles.
Why, though, are both main titles stuck in the same feud with the same story still happening?
Well, it's a different story here.
Kind of, but now it's in its fourth week of
petting people.
That was better. Now it's in its fourth week of the same thing, though. And this week didn't even really have a Shinsuke backstage segment that was hilarious.
No, it was all him being
like, I
speak
speak no English, or I don't speak English, or whatever.
It was him turning heel this week.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't supposed to like him.
I hate when they do that, too. Like, he's been heel for, like, 3 weeks, and then the music changed this week.
Well, he hasn't.
It was like when Matt, like, didn't have Woken music for weeks. Like, just fucking get it ready when you're gonna do the thing. Why is it always, like, weeks late?
Well, Jeff still has his stupid music, so.
I know, but he's never changed.
That's fair.
Like, Matt got music and then no graphics. And then, like, it just took forever. Everything took forever. And I don't get, like, why that happens.
Jeff wore his makeup at a live show. Do you know why they don't let him do his? Because of the demon that doesn't exist.
I was going to say because he'd look like gold dust, but it's not really an image you want to conjure too many people's heads. Gold dust, not the image I'm going for. Anyway, it's time for our question segment. If anyone's actually watching, which I can't tell if you are, no one said anything, so it's probably nobody here. But if you have questions, shoot them now while we're still doing this. Do you have any questions? Anything to discuss? Any just topics that are WWE that
it's all with the greatest.
You're so pissed about that you just want to say Roman sucks repeatedly for the next 10 minutes straight?
That's not a question.
That's a question. Does Roman suck? Yay or nay? Yay. He sucks. Moving on. Solved all of it. None of this matters. This is pointless. Fucking Dean Ambrose is going to come back someday. I really hope he never does, but it's fucking unfortunate. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Does he return heel? There's your question.
No.
Okay.
Nobody returns heel. It's not a thing.
Big Cass did.
He was art, but like he was.
Oh, okay.
Nobody turning. Nobody turns.
Drew McIntyre.
I don't get the impression that he was a face.
Well, technically, he debuted.
Yeah,
because he was a heel when he was there.
But that's a good. What the? Where is CN?
He had a seg.
I saw that. But what?
He's coming soon.
That's the second week of this.
He's coming soon.
I know where he is. It's in Orlando.
Yep.
Give him a call. Bus ticket.
Tell him you have his shirt.
Tell him Alberto's going to replace him if he doesn't get his ass on a plane. El Patron is waiting in the wings. What if Shane...
He's going to go to Raw.
No, Shane gets fired, replaced by Patron, and Paige and Patron rule SmackDown for life.
I don't think it's safe to put those two together.
That's the point! Chaos!
I think what you do is... Alberto's going to go to Raw.
No.
Yes.
He's going to fire Shane.
They put a CN at one. They put a Del Rio at the other. And then Roman versus Del Rio WrestleMania. There. Dig it.
And they put a Grand Metalik. We've got some memes on this show. Grand Metalik. Kane in general. The chop block.
The chop block. Chop block to Roman.
Blubber.
That's yours. By a lot.
I mean, they put it on the screen. That wasn't me. That was We've got a couple.
You hate Roman.
That's a normal thing to do, though.
Yeah.
That's not really us. That's not unique to us.
No. You need a Shinsuke music button.
A Shinsuke music? Well, now with the screaming?
Yeah.
Or like the classic like NXT violin stroke?
No, not Shrek.
What about
I said Shrek way too much this week.
What's your favorite band from NXT?
Oh, Code Orange.
You don't bring that up on the show, but that's like a personal meme.
You never forget Code Orange.
I never knew.
They sang the Aleister Black song awful. And then, only then did they get nominated for a Grammy.
Speaking of things, Jeff Hardy title belt.
Oh, yeah, that could be the question.
This?
Yep, that's it. That is it. Oh, my God, what did you do? Oh, the video. That one. Click the next one.
This one?
No, the middle one. That one.
I mean,
it could be worse.
Could be a Saudi Arabia championship.
Top 10 ugliest belts of all time.
That's still not for
That got number 1.
Number 1?
They had 10 ugliest belts of all time.
No, it's not even. No.
How could you?
First is the tag team titles that look like pennies. The Divas title, number 2.
I like unique titles anyways.
Like,
I was telling you, he had a belt. The Broken Brilliance did not have. Oh, that is his belt match. That was real.
I'm just going to accuse anything New Japan did for Never Open Weight of being bad, even though I don't know what they look like.
Oh, the Never Open Weight.
I just hate that. Anyway, I think we're done with the show.
Immortal Champion.
Because we got to do another show. So,
we got to do another show.
I think we're done with the show. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and follow the links in the description to other places where you can follow and subscribe. If you want to listen to this audio only, there are links to do that too. We'll be back next week with another episode live at 4-ish p.m. Also, apparently, Backlash. God damn it. Friday is the Greatest Royal Rumble, and there is a prediction special available on this very channel right now. If it's right after we film this, then you can just click further into this live stream and you'll find it. And otherwise, I've chopped it up into the correct format so that you can actually find it the right way. We'll probably recap that someday. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll do it live.
You just tell me. It's not that difficult.
Anyway, thank you. Bye-bye.